Hey everybody, I want to take a few minutes today and run you through some of the features of the great new Neat Board Pro. So Neat Board Pro, as I'm sure you know, is our brand new 65-inch all-in-one video conferencing and touch-enabled collaboration device. And this device is new and unique in our board class of products because it is specially designed to better video and collaboration enable larger spaces. So I'm going to walk you through why that is. Now, like all of our devices, it can support Zoom like this one is. It can also support Microsoft Teams, and it is just now certified for Microsoft Teams as well. And of course, you can run it in App Hub mode. So if you have wayfinding apps or whiteboarding apps, etc., that you want a really great experience on, you can run those on Neat Board Pro as well. So let me walk you through some of the features that make it really well suited for some of those larger and flexible spaces. So let's start sort of at the top here. So the first thing is the camera module. So the camera module is the same camera technology that we have in Neat Bar Pro, which means that it's got the dual lens system with the wide angle and the tele-lens, which allow the device to be able to, especially in Neat Symmetry auto framing, individual auto framing mode, it can capture people very cleanly and sharply in those larger spaces up to about 30 or so feet, 10 meters away, and give you that really great Neat Symmetry auto framing experience. It also has 3 speakers in it, so stereo sound. It's got a 5 microphone internal array to capture the sound in the room very cleanly. And of course, you can pair it with a Neat Center for the microphones in the Neat Center. And of course, a Neat Pad is also an option, and the microphones in the Neat Pad can all be used with this device as well. However, you can also, like again, Bar Pro, you can also connect this to third-party audio DSPs like Shure. So if you want to use a USB-based DSP, you can then connect your own microphones, your own powered speakers, etc. in this space and build out the audio for this space with this device for those, for greater audio coverage or specific audio use cases, things like that. So that's an option with Board Pro as well. The screen itself, again, is 65 inches, and we now use a active marker with this device that has a pressure-sensitive tip, which allow you to sort of make the line, adjust the weight of the line based on how hard you're pressing, and also an active eraser. So you can just flip it over and erase when you're doing whiteboarding as well, which is super cool. The other thing to think about here too is what, the types of integrations you can do with this device when it is in a larger space. So in terms of the ins and outs on this, it actually has a HDMI output, which allows you to connect it to a second display. So if you're going to wall mount this in a larger space, you can actually connect a second display to it and turn it into a dual screen system. So that's new for our, or compared to the original Board 65, is that you can create that dual screen experience with this device as well. It also allows you still an HDMI input, which we had on the original board, and a USB input for BYOD functionality and sharing functionality. So like Board 50, you can connect your laptop just via USB for BYOD or sharing, but new to this device is that you can also charge your laptop off that USB connection as well, which is a really nice new feature. So sharing BYOD and charging off of a single USB, which is great. Now let's talk about the mounting options on this guy. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing the Board Pro adaptive stand. So just like on Board 50, we have that really nice smooth vertical raise and lower. You can change the elevation, so make it easier for you to write on, if you're different heights or someone in a wheelchair, for instance. But you can also do that adaptive functionality with a wall mount. So we have adaptive wall mount for this device as well. We have a static regular wall mount, and of course the table mount, tabletop feet that come with it. So those are all pretty familiar to you. Now the cool thing about the mounting options that we're going to be coming out with shortly on this is that we have an adapter that's going to allow you to use the original rolling floor stand that Board 65 used. So the great part about this is if you want maybe a lower cost option for a flexible rolling floor stand, you can order that original floor stand and use the adapter to put this device on top of it. Or maybe your customer has an original Board 65 and they want to upgrade to Board Pro. They can just get the adapter, take the old board off the stand and put this one on the stand, and they can use the stand that they already have, which is very cool. So, this device, I'm very excited about it because, it's got that larger 65-inch form factor, but it's got all of this additional functionality. We listened to our customers and added a lot of those things that they asked for after they experienced the original Board 65, so that's great. Obviously that this is supporting all of the various platform modes that we've got on our devices. So Zoom, it's in Zoom mode right now, supports Microsoft Teams. It's now certified for Microsoft Teams. And of course you can use App Hub, which is great if you have other whiteboarding or wayfinding applications that you want to use. You can use App Hub for that as well. Of course, everything managed in Pulse, just like everything else. So part of that really great fully functional Pulse ecosystem. So hope that makes sense. Please reach out to your product specialist or to your Neat resource to find out more. Hope that was a good overview for you, and I'm really excited to see this one hit in the street. So thanks everybody.